Good morning, everybody. Wow. Good morning, Regina. Good morning, my sweet sis Tank. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, banana, nut bread, yummy. Oh, Sherry, I can't wait to see your shawl. You guys are still waiting for them Stenley orders? My goodness. Good morning, Eileen. Wow. What a long weekend. Good morning, Regina. It was miserably hot here all weekend. I did miss trivia Thursday night. I had rescheduled it for Friday, ended up canceling it, scheduled it for Saturday. Saturday, I was in so much pain with my legs, you guys. I could not, literally could not sit down for 5 minutes. If I sat down, it hurt my legs worse. So I pretty much stood and walked around all day Saturday. Did not sleep good. It was just a miserable time for me. But I do have it scheduled for this Thursday. I will do it regardless of how I'm feeling. As you guys know too, we do have company. Mr. Crafty's dad is here. We found out he is going to stay here. He is going to stay with us permanently. So I am tickled pink about that. I love having him here. It gives me something to do during the day. So I'm very excited that he's here with us. So I did get a couple of things finished up over the weekend. I did finish this adorable little girl with the ducks diamond painting. It came out absolutely so cute. I also finished up Tank's half circle eyelet shawl. It is beautiful. It is huge. There's the one end, and then all the way to the center to the other end. And when I tried it on, I have to make one for myself, you guys. This fits so nice. It wraps better around you than the triangle shawl does. The warmth of this, I am definitely making me one of these half circle shawls. They fit so well. I am also on the last ball of this Noro 100% wool shawl. The yarn I used for it, Sherry, is the Mandala Sparkle in the color Aquarius. It's beautiful. It really came out gorgeous. This is the Noro yarn. I believe the color is Cleopatra. And I'm on the last ball for this now. When I am finished with this shawl, I am going to make a video giving measurements. Please keep in mind it is 100% wool, so if you are allergic to wool, unless you plan on gifting it to someone else, I just be aware that it is wool. So I don't want anybody to get the itchy scratchies. My plan for that is I will make a video, give all the measurements for it. I will tag it so it has all the information on it. I'm going to make a video. I will use a keyword. Then in the comments, you guys leave a comment using the keyword I will then do another video with my son on the phone. I will read him all of the comments and he will pick a winner from the comments so that whoever he picks wins that Noro wool shawl. I hope that makes sense to you guys. He wanted to join in, and with his schedule and my schedule, the times I do my lives, he's 3 hours ahead of me, and with his job, it's just pretty much impossible for him to join me on a live, except on trivia nights, and I really don't want that because trivia nights is my favorite night of the week. I like to just concentrate on trivia. So I told him he could pick the winner of the shawl. So that's how that's going to work. I also would like to know if you guys are up for doing another stitch sampler make a long blanket. If you are, I have a Facebook group. It's Pam's Crafty Heart. It is a private Facebook group. Tank and Eileen help run that group as well. If you do want to join in on the new stitch sampler make along, we are going to use a little bit more advanced stitches, make it a little bit bigger than a lap blanket. If you do want to join in on that, please let me, Tank, or Eileen know. I will give everybody until Friday to decide if they want to join in on this one or not. If you do, we will start it next week. If nobody wants to do this one, we can put it on hold until late fall, and we can do a poncho instead of another blanket right now. I know it's been extremely hot here. We are still under an excessive heat warning. It's not going away anytime soon. We again, all this week and into next weekend, we are upper 90s to mid 100s. So I know it's awfully hot in a lot of other places. I can see if you don't want to do a blanket right now, we can put this off until fall if you guys would like, and do a poncho if you would like, or another shawl. I would love to do another one of those half circle eyelet shawls if that's something you guys are interested in. But please let me or Tank or Eileen know what you guys are up to, feeling like working on. I've never made a poncho. I would love to make one. I did, however, pick out the yarn for the blanket if you guys choose to go ahead and want to do the blanket. I picked out 3 colors that I thought went well together, and these are all a super bulky 6 weight yarn. So I picked out, it's just a gray Chicago charcoal, San Diego navy, and Salem Creek. And I have 12 skeins of this to do a blanket with. And then I thought, if you guys don't want to do the blanket, that's fine. We can wait until fall to do that. Tank ever so graciously blessed me with some of this Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody in the color Looking Fresh. And I thought, if you guys don't want to do the blanket, I should have enough of this to do a simple poncho, or I can use this to do the half circle eyelet shawl. I am as well, Tank, still working on my blanket with the Schitt's Creek yarn that you ever so graciously blessed me with as well. I did not do much on it this weekend, though. I'm still pretty much in the same spot because I wanted to finish up your shawl and get this Noro shawl done. I wanted to get that diamond painting done because I had put up a video asking you guys to pick my next diamond painting. And I put 4 of them up. And this is the next color I'm adding to my Schitt's Creek blanket. It is the boho brown after the gray is done. But I put up a video, asked you guys to pick my next diamond painting for me. I gave you 4 choices. And number 1 was the one that was picked. And so I have it ready to go. This is the one that got the most votes. It had 5 votes. So that's the one I'm doing next. Tank, you would like to do an eyelet shawl instead of the blanket for now? Thank you, Sherry. I love those diamond paintings. They are so fun to do, and they just keep getting cuter and cuter. Every time I go to Temu to look at them, they have new ones out, and they are just absolutely adorable. I love them. Everyone's in a mad rush for Christmas. I think we could put the next blanket make-along on hold until fall. Due to the heat, and we just did one, I think it would be fun to either do the eyelet shawl or a poncho for right now. And Son, I know you just got here. I'm on the last ball right now for that shawl. I explained to them that when I'm done, I will make a video, give a keyword to leave in the comments, and then I will call you on speaker while making a video, read you the comments, and you can pick the winner from the comments that way, and then that way they'll know who the winner of the shawl is. That would actually be fun to do. Start it like maybe late September, 1st of October. And that gives me time too if I want to change my yarns and buy Christmas colored yarns. And we can do a Christmas stitch sampler blanket. I think that would be fun to do in the more intricate advanced stitches. That would be beautiful to do a Christmas blanket. And that would give me time to buy my favorite Christmas sparkle yarns from Hirschner's. Oh, yeah. I think that's a better idea. I think we'll put the next blanket stitch sampler on hold until that time. I've seen a few of them, Tank, and I think if we and you got together, we could come up with a plan to do a beautiful poncho make along with everybody. I like the Christmas blanket because then I can leave it out at Christmas time on the back of the couch or on the chair. They are simple. All right, well now everybody can decide whether they would like to do the half circle eyelet shawl or we can do a simple poncho. I've got plenty of yarn to use. I've still got some ombre, Super Saver ombres. I've got some beautiful sparkle puzzle yarns that I can use still. I still got tons of yarn in that back room, but now I'm gonna have to figure out how to get everything into my room because my craft room will now turn into Mr. Crafty's room. Which is fine. You still have some too? I have some purples. I think I've only got 1.5 of the spearmint left, but then I've got that anthric, the black, white, and gray one. I have some more of that anemone. I still have that one. I'm gonna order some more of those little, I ordered those 6 little, like, foldable basket things with the handles on them. I'm just gonna get some more of those so I can just stack them up in my closet, I guess, with all my yarns that are already in there. I'll get it figured out. And I still have lots of room underneath my bed, I guess, if I have to put them in those big comforter Ziploc vacuum seal bags and just put them in there and leave them open and just slide them under my bed. I'll get it all in here one way or another. If I have to sleep with it, I will. So yeah, you guys let me know. If you would like to do a poncho, we'll do a poncho. If you want to do the half circle eyelet shawl, that one's simple. It's just a 1-row repeat, but you have to remember where your increases are so that it keeps that shape and you have the sections of the pie, I guess is what I call them. I call them pie sections because that's what it looks like when you're doing it. They look like sections of a pie. So that's like one pie section, and then you have another section where the eyelets are. So just remembering your increases, that's pretty much, other than that, it's just a simple 1-row repeat. And you don't have to do it in the double crochet. You can do it in single, you can do it in the double, half double, you can do it in the treble. Whatever stitch you would like to use for that, it will work for that half circle eyelet shawl. Hi, Chris. So you guys just let me know which one you would rather do. I will get all the materials ready and we can start it next week. If you want to do the shawl, we can do that. If you want to do a poncho, we'll do that. But I'll put the blanket on hold until late September, early October. That way it gives us a chance for the heat to go down. We can make it a Christmas one and the weather will be much cooler. I know, Chris, I ended up having to cancel it. There wasn't trivia at all this week, so you didn't miss anything. It's just been very busy for me this past week. And Saturday I was going to do it, but I was in so much pain. I couldn't sit down for 5 minutes on Saturday. It was bad. I did think of another good category for trivia, though, and it's not one we have done, which is urban legends. I think that would be fun trivia category to do, urban legends. I tried to keep everybody updated on my community tab. I failed to do so on Saturday, though. I apologize to everybody for that, too. So I hope you guys all did have a good weekend. I'm so sorry, Chris. Superstitions, yeah, that would be another good category as well. Let me write that one down, too. So superstitions. urban legends. How about one like most haunted places? I think that would be another good category to do, most haunted places. Yes, check community tab first. I do try to keep it up there, but I know, Chris. Okay. I don't usually watch ghost anything because it terrifies me. I am an absolute believer in ghosts. I believe they're real. I believe that mean, nasty, spirited ghosts can attach themselves to you. I fully believe in that stuff 100%, you guys. So I don't usually watch anything that has to do with ghosts, scary, any of it. Mr. Crafty was watching a show about a month ago now, and I happened to watch just a little bit of it, and I thought, well, this doesn't seem quite so bad. And I kept watching, and I kept watching. It did get intense in some spots of the show. It's called Destination Fear. It is about a brother, a sister, and his two best friends. They go to the most haunted, terrifying places throughout the United States, and there's quite a few they've been to in Indiana. And they investigate either all four together or they'll split into twos. But at one point throughout the night, they all go to the most haunted areas of whatever buildings or place that they go to. And then they each sleep alone for 3 to 4 hours. And I have been binge watching every single episode that has come on. I'm hooked on that show. I absolutely love it. Hello, Mark and Mandy. Thank you for coming in. Kindred Spirits is another good ghost hunting show. They show a lot of compassions to the ghost. I'm going to check that out. I will check that one out. I have heard of that one, but as I said, I am a huge chicken when it comes to watching stuff like that. But if they're compassionate towards the ghosts, then I can handle that, because Destination Fear is kind of like that as well. They sympathize with the way that these people were mistreated, or that the ways that they died, and it's absolutely fascinating. I find it very fascinating to watch that Destination Fear. It's very good. The psychic medium ones. Two ghosts. I have had the spirit of Mr. Crafty's mother around my home, which this used to be her home before we took it over from them. And after she passed, and still to this day, the stove above, or the light above the stove, we don't turn it on, it will get turned on. The cupboard doors in the kitchen will open, and it'll do it in the night while we're sleeping. No one's left them open. We get up and the cupboard doors are open. The stove light will be on. We've heard her in the bathroom, like she's taking a shower. You'll hear the cabinet where the towels are close. It just, and we know it's her, but I'm not going to tell her to leave. I love that, As long as they're nice ghosts, I don't care. They can come around all they want. I just don't want the mean, evil-spirited ghosts around. Paranormal Quest? I don't think I've seen that one yet, Mark and Mandy. Paranormal Quest. I'm going to check that one out too. Like I said, you guys, I'm a huge chicken. I'm terrified. I don't watch scary movies. I don't watch any type of movies that have suspense in them because I just can't handle stuff like that. My anxiety, my nerves, the stress, they just scare me. So, yes, those are the ones I don't like either. When they I I want to say kind of over exaggerate things. And you know it's not true, but it just it gets on my nerves and annoying when you watch some of those shows and they're just over exaggerating, or they'll scream at stuff that's not really there, and oh, but I seen it, no one else seen it, how come you're the only one that's seen it? Hi, Zach. You're back from your break now? Good. I wasn't around a lot last week either, Zach. I was MIA quite a bit last week. I missed a lot of lives. I have a lot of catch up to do on replays. Yeah, it is real, Tank, and I that's why I do get terrified at some of this. There's a few scenes on Destination Fear that I've had to either look away or walk out and just wait till that scene was over, because like I said, there's a few spirits that they have run into that just are not so nice, and I truly believe that bad spirits can even come through your TV and attach themselves to you, and I don't want nothing to do with that. So if it gets too intense, or they're getting to where the evil one is coming in and stuff, I walk out. I can't watch it. I have to leave. Out of your peripheral vision, yeah. Yeah, because yeah, they're not actually a ghost, they're a spirit. They were alive once and their spirit is lost and didn't go to where it was supposed to be. Aw, that's amazing. Yeah, I won't ever play with one of those boards ever. I've heard too many bad stories about them. Granted, you can talk to good spirits as well through those, but I don't want anything to do with an Ouija board. No way. Hi, Paula. You did as a teenager, Eileen? I had my some friends that lived in my neighborhood, and they would play with them, but I didn't want nothing to do with them. Yes, definitely. I like I said, I watched them, and that was good enough for me. I didn't want nothing else to do with it after that. You know, Chris, that surprises me because usually that's when spirits are, well, they say they're more active at nighttime or in abandoned buildings, like abandoned hospitals, or sanitariums that have been shut down from years ago. They say that's when, that's where their spirits, if they died there, that's where their spirits remain, because they never went where they were supposed to go. They stay in the places where they passed. Their spirits stuck there. So they tend to dominate that building, and I I I just don't ever want a real one to be in, like, start talking to me or touch me, physically move something around in front of me. I would flip. Oh, Dawn. Oh, I would have flipped out, girlfriend, and ran, and oh no. Yes. When you go to look again, they're gone. They're still with you, Mork and Mandy. They're still with you. If you see them like that, they're still with you. Oh, Tank. I wonder if I know Destination Fear Crew has been in Tennessee. They did a sanitarium there. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the ones that I've seen already. I know there was a sanitarium in Tennessee that they went to, and I'm wondering if it's the one that you were talking about because it was an abandoned sanitarium. It oh, and the new season they're doing now is all about being in the dark. So they don't have their flashlights with them. All they have is their video camera. And I will. Yes, they are from Minnesota. Destination Fear Crew. Yes, I love that. That show is really good. And like I said, their season they're doing right now is it's all about being in the dark. The first two episodes, they stayed at one place for 2 nights. It had 30 buildings, and it was at first an old tuberculosis hospital that housed patients with tuberculosis, children that had it. Then it turned into a mental institution for people that had all kinds of mental health issues. Then it turned into a prison, and it was not shut down until 2013. But the spirits that were in, oh, that was absolutely one crazy 2 night episode. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mark and Mindy, how many seasons or episodes. Like I said, I've been binge watching it. I know they did the first 3 seasons, and the fourth season I just started. Seems like it's new and that they're adding a new one every week so far that I have seen. Whether this is pre-recorded and they're just now putting it up and they are done, I don't know. I hope not because I absolutely love that show. Hello, Golden Age Crochet. Nap time. All right, Chris, have a nice nap. Hi, Pebbles, honey. How are you? I meant to message you yesterday and I just got really busy, but you were on my mind all day yesterday. We are talking about Destination Fear show. It's about a brother and a sister and his two best friends that they go to the most haunted, abandoned places. We're talking about spirits. Give you a star, Tank. Yes. You don't watch the show, Paula? I never did. I never ever did. Absolutely, Pebbles. You better believe it. The strong survive, sweetheart. But I did think about you a lot yesterday, as I was a little worried, but I'm glad to see you here. And I'm glad that the strong do survive, and you are a very strong, kind-hearted, sweet person. No star, but here's a metal tank. Oh, it's even gold. So I may go through, just be forewarned, I probably will go through and change a couple of the categories for trivia. I had the pop culture beer trivia. I'll probably get rid of that humor one. I got candy, unusual Christmas ones, believe it or not, interesting animal facts, strange habits, and camel trivia. I think I will wait on the pop culture and the humor one, and I will add the urban legends, most haunted places, and superstitions in, and I'll redo the trivia questions for this Thursday. Do international food. Yeah, I could do that too. International food. Just because I missed trivia this past week, I want to make sure that we have really good categories for this week. I want it to be a lot of fun for everybody. I hate missing trivia. I really do. Oh, there's a star. Exactly, Don. Don't fear the dead. The real life people, yes, there are some sketchy ones out there that I absolutely terrify me. Wow, Pebbles. The only place I've ever been that they said that there was ghosts, and I truly believe that there is some there, but it was daytime when I went, was the old Idaho State Penitentiary. That was an absolute amazement to see. And they did do an episode on Destination Fear of the old Idaho State Penitentiary. During the day, it's scary enough just to go through it during the day. Um, the woman's ward was just a tiny little square. And the way that they had to stay in those cells, oh, they're no way would I ever want to. Nightbot, your nemesis. My nightbot hopefully isn't too bad. Mine's pretty laid back. I don't let them get out of hand. Charlie, it's okay. Just a second, guys. Gotta let the dogs out. Go ahead. Go out, my tata. I know you hear them. You going? Go. Go, Spunks. Good boys. Okay. They heard Mr. Crafty's dad out there, so they wanted out. Yeah. Well, I was driving cars at the time, Pebbles. I was driving for a car company, and Mr. Crafty's dad actually was with us, I think, on that trip. And we went down to drop cars off. Well, we had a couple of hours to wait till we could pick up the new vehicles that we were supposed to bring back. So the lead driver says, let's go to the old prison. Well, I'm thinking it was just something, that was recently closed down. I didn't know it was an actual tourist old prison. I mean, they still had the galleys where they hung people, and there was still a rope there. I I was absolutely in awe. I was scared. I was curious. I guess all kinds of everything at once. There was some places I would not go into because just the way they looked, I didn't want nothing to do with it. But there was a couple other places that it wasn't quite so bad. But once I seen that woman's ward and how tiny it was, and they would put 2 to 3 women in these little, you couldn't turn around in there, let alone have 2 other people in there with you at the same time. Nope. Not for me. I will remain a good girl so I don't ever have to see a place like that. Oh, Dawn, that is amazing. You know that they were watching out for you. When stuff like that happens, I truly do believe that that's your guardian angel. They are watching over you. They are going to protect you to make sure that nothing bad happens to you. I truly do believe that. In the old plantations, the slaves were kept in the cold storage under the house, shackled so they wouldn't run away. Lots got beat and died, so they have their... Yes, I truly believe that too, Tank. Yep. Nancy, how are you? I have been so worried about you. You like kind of just disappeared and nobody knew anything. I asked and asked and asked, have you seen Nancy? Have you seen Nancy? Have you heard from Nancy? No one had heard from you. I am so glad to see you back, sweetheart. I have missed you. If you would like to have your channel dropped, you may type craft in the chat. It will drop your channel for you. I believe in sharing the love and helping others. I love that. I love how my Nightbot will tell you how many you have and to send a full bunch. Well, I was extremely worried about you. I didn't know if something happened to you or happened to your mom. I was very worried. So I am very glad to see you back. And I do understand everybody does get in a funk sometimes. They just need that space and time to themselves. But I was very worried and concerned. I'm very excited to start that new diamond painting too. There's so many cute ones, you guys, and I keep finding more cute ones and more cute ones, and I keep adding them to the cart, and it's like, yikes. And remember I told you guys I won a package from Paula and Diana D. They were doing the Hexie cardigans, and they do a monthly giveaway, and I entered and I won. And if you guys recall, I told you the first package that she did, she put it out for the mail lady to pick up, and a porch pirate got it. So she had to redo a box for me. No, she told me that it wouldn't be the same exact as the first one because the first one had gotten stolen. Told her that was fine, no worries. Just, I wasn't worried about it. I just appreciated, that she was going to get it to me. So she sends me the second one, and it should have been here on Friday. Well, I get a message stating that I do use it, Nancy, just not very often. It was supposed to be here Friday, so I let her know. And all of a sudden I get notice stating that it had insufficient address. And I thought, oh man. So Saturday I tried to get a hold of the post office, and they said unfortunately it had already been returned to the sender for insufficient address. And I said, well, what was missing? And they wouldn't tell me. Well, the only thing I can think of is most people forget to put the space number. So, unfortunately, my package got returned back to Paula again. Well, the first one got stolen. The second one's being returned to her for insufficient address. So, maybe I was not meant to have this package, you guys. I just don't know. But I do use my Stitch dictionary, but I don't use it very often, Nancy. I was doing, for a while there, I was doing a new stitch each week, trying to teach a new stitch each week. I would put, finally flipped through mine, it might as well be Chinese. Yeah, they're a little, I guess if you don't know how to read a pattern, I can read simple patterns. I don't have a problem reading a simple pattern. When it comes to a little bit more difficult patterns, I run into issues with, especially if they don't explain it well and they put something like 2 double crochets and then they, I guess, as you would say, Chinese, and then add something else without explaining what you do in between. That's when I get frustrated and I'm like, okay, well, I can't guess. And if I guess, it doesn't come out right. So if it's a well-written, simple pattern, I can read them. Anything I do get from anybody does mean a whole lot to me. Whether I won it or if I was blessed with it, even a simple card. I got a card a few weeks back and it was just a card with some stickers in it, and the card meant more to me than the stickers did. Just to know that, you know, I got a card letting someone letting me know that they appreciate me. They like, the things I do. That means more to me than anything. Oh my goodness. Nancy, you paid that much for that book? Hi, Mimi. I got mine from a bookstore. It's a used bookstore. It's called Alvarez Books. And I think I paid $17, and then with the shipping and tax it came to like $21 for the book, for that Stitch book. Yes, the new Stitch dictionary. It's regularly priced at $27.95, and I got this book for $17. With tax and everything, it came to like 21 bucks. Then I ordered this one, A to Z Crochet. This one is a $20 book, and I paid, I think, $9 for this. Oh, because you got the spiral one. Yeah, that would make it more. But this one's got some cool stitches in it. They're pretty, this one's pretty easy to read as well. So I'm glad I got this one, because this one was easy to read. This book I got is a $20 book as well. This one is used. I paid $7.92 for this book. And it is the Sophie's Universe. The crochet along for the Sophie's blanket. This one, some of it's fairly easy to read. Some of it may as well be foreign. But I'm sure if I got it started and could read most of it, I'm sure I can figure out the stuff that's kind of foreign to me. So I love that Alvarez bookstore that I use because these books are in excellent condition. They're like brand new, and I got them for way less than half of what the original price was. Yes, Tank. That's what I want to do. I want to take this one and have them put the binding, the spiral up here so I can just flip it. So it's easier and that way I'm not ruining the spine of it. You're not Iggy? I debated on the Sophies, Nancy. I really did. And then seeing some of the, I guess, tutorials on it, some of the other people that were talking about them on their channel, and they say, you know, it takes a long time to make it. It takes about a year, you know, if you follow the tutorials. I'm like, well, I don't have a year. I mean, I do, but I don't want to get into it and then it sit forever and those tutorials accidentally get taken down or I can't find them. So I thought, well, I might as well buy the book. That way I have it. I can make it when I want to. Oh, thank you, Narina. I appreciate that. I'm really trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is blankets, scarves because I do not donate those to the schools, beanies. Let's see, shawls have been my go-to lately. I love to make shawls. So, but I do want to push myself out of my comfort zone. I do want to do more intricate advanced stitches. I want to learn to combine stitches together that will look well and work well together and not have to fight, you know, that first stitch sampler lap blanket we did. I could have totally left out that Trinity stitch. That to me kind of threw that whole stitch sampler blanket off, putting that Trinity stitch in there just because it pulled the blanket. Had I known that ahead of time, I probably would not have used that stitch. But I'm learning and I'm going to make mistakes. I just hope you guys will all stick with me and keep learning with me. I just like to try to make things, I guess, fun, try new different things that I've never done before, and have you guys do it with me. We can all learn together, I guess. That's something else I'd like to try, Nancy, is one of those corner to corner graphigans. I would love to do one of those. You have 12 whips? Man, Eileen, you thought you had a lot. Woohoo! You like learning new stuff too? I do too. I love it. Oh, you now have 6. Started a new shawl for gifting. Mimi, corner to corner. Zach, this would be a good hook for big hands too. That big old wooden handle. This is a Susan's bait. Susan Bates number 9, which is an M, I believe. Yeah, M. 9mm. Mark and Mandy, I do that too, so I've tried to limit myself to no more than at least 4, 5 at the most is what I will allow myself for whips. That includes my diamond paintings. Right now I have 1, 2. I have just my Schitt's Creek blanket, that Noro wool shawl, and then my diamond painting. So I have 3 right now. But I do want to start another half circle eyelet shawl like I made for Tank. Oh, for the rugs, I have one hook that is a 15. That thing is huge. Oh, you got 2 of your big whips done. Nice. Oh, that was so sweet of you to do for Zach. Zach is such a sweetheart. I absolutely love him. I like I like the Susan bait hooks because they're inline hooks. I love the inline hooks. So I graduated from Susan Bates to the O-Fire hooks because I absolutely love those O-Fire hooks. Then sword bites. I use it on these bulky number 6 weight yarns is what I use this big hook for. Because I like the handle, it fits really well in my hand. And with these thick yarns like this, it does work up really well to crochet with. It works super well. I love it for these thicker yarns. You just ordered your O-Fire? Is it your first one, Regina? A lot of people are, Nancy. They love the old boy hooks. I've never tried the dots hooks. I've heard a lot of people say good things about the dots hooks, but I've never tried one. I was ever so lucky enough to win this Furls Odyssey, a size 6mm from Mishi. And I'll tell you what, this has become my favorite hook. I use this hook for just about everything I crochet now. I love this hook. Unless it's a number 2 weight yarn, which I believe this one is a 2 weight. Or is it a 3? It's got 918 yards to it, so Tank would probably know if that's a 2 or a 3. Might even be a 1. I'm not seeing it right off the bat. But that one I would use probably a 5 to a 5.5. Oh, it's a number 1 weight? Okay. So yeah, I would probably use a 4.5 to a 5 millimeter hook on that 1 weight yarn. Just because I like it lacy. The Schitt's Creek is a 4 weight, and I'm using a 6 millimeter. But I love the way that this is working up. I love the way it's coming out. This yarn is just amazing at showing the stitch definition. I don't think it would have mattered what hook I used. This yarn shows the stitch definition absolutely wonderful. Every color that I've used shows. And this is that staggered paired stitch from Bag O' Day Crystal. You're using a K on your blanket. Usually I would use a 6.5 for that 4 weight yarn, but I love that Furls hook, so that's what I'm using on it. You like the 5.5? This is another hook I like, which is my tulip hook. And it's not really inline, but it's not like a boy hook either. I don't really know how to explain these ones, but I have 2 of these. I have the 5.5 and the 6.5, and I do like the tulip hooks as well. But Susan Bates, the Furls, and my Ophir hooks are my go-tos all the time. Oh, the Rena cakes from Mishi. You use an H for 4 weight yarn? Wow, that seems like that would be tight. Their handles are very short for the tulip hooks. This part is really short. Their handles are short. But I like the comfort. If you're working on a small project, I usually use these for scarves to donate to the school, or a beanie is what I use my tulip hooks for, because I can have a scarf done in half a day, less than half a day, if I just sit and do it. So I use those on the shorter, easier projects. My bigger projects, like my blankets and shawls, then I go for the comfort of my Ophir, my Furls, or a Susan Bates. But it has to have a handle on the Susan Bates. I can't just grab a bare hook anymore and work with them. My hands have gotten too bad for that. Those hero hooks are really nice as well. But again, they don't have the handles on them, so it makes it hard for me to use them. You don't go by the letters? I try not to go by letters unless somebody will ask. I like to say it's a 6.5 millimeter or it's a 4 millimeter. Just, it's easier, simpler that way. If you start mentioning the letters, they still ask, well, what size is that? Yeah, I'm telling you, the handles on a hook make all the difference in the world as far as comfort for crocheting for long periods of time. And I guess the hook would, if you're using a inline hook, to me they're the best. I can work for hours with an inline hook versus a hook that's not inline. I get frustrated at those, like a boy hook. It's just a round head and my yarn slips off all the time, or I'll lose a stitch. I don't like that. With these, you know you're grabbing and it's going where it's supposed to. The point helps. So, there you go. If you can make your handles for those type, man, that's a blessing. It really is. She said that she could add a poly handle to your hero hook, Mimi. That would be nice. I bought a, a thing of hooks from Temu because they were cheap, so I bought the whole set. And I bought the whole set just so I could take these red rubber handle pieces. I took them off all of the hooks that came with the pack from Temu and put them on my Susan Bates inline hooks to match all the sizes. This is a 3.5. So I took the red, I think this is the only one that I left original from Temu. This is what it looked like when I ordered it from Temu. This is a 4.5 millimeter. But when I want to use this size, if I ever do, I'll pull this one out because it comes out real easy. Oh, sure, I say that now and it's going to be hard. I just take the hook out that came with, and then I'll just slip the 4.5 millimeter in here, and I have a great handle for comfort. Ooh, duck everybody, Mishi's flyby. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? I hope you had a great weekend. Does Rena have hooks? I didn't know Rena had hooks. I knew she had the beautiful yarn, but I didn't know that she had the hooks. Regina, I have 2 of the hero hooks that were my grandmother's. And those are put up because those are old, old, old. That's a great price, Narina. I like that. Yeah, I know you're not the same Rena. Yeah, my grandmother, when she left me when she passed away, all her crochet hooks, her knitting needles, all her books, um, Yeah, if she can, Narina, can you type chat in the, or craft in the chat? That way Mishi can make sure she's subscribed to you. There you go. Thank you. And Mishi, you guys, Mishi is getting closer and closer and closer to her 2K. I would love to get her there. You guys, if you guys can help spread her channel when you guys do a live or um, a video, if you could just mention Mishi, make sure that all of your subscribers, family members, if they aren't yet subscribed to her, maybe they could go check her out and join her. I would love to help get her and Michael both to 2K. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Mishi, how we would love to try Arena Hook. Oh, you're welcome, Mishi. I want to help get you there, and I told you I'm going to push, 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 and support you and Michael till you guys get there. They both definitely deserve to be there. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and say a little prayer that maybe, just maybe, Mishi might have an extra mystery box available next week. If not, well, I'm sure she'll do it again. Have a great day, Mishi. Stay safe. Aw, thank you, Michelle. Every little bit helps, Michelle. It really does. Oh, she has to order more boxes? Okay. Oh, that would be so cool to see the glow in the dark. Yay! Oh, I gotta get another mystery box from Mishi. I so love the yarns that I got in my last mystery box. There was Premier Butterfly in there. There was True Boo in there. There was a hank of some beautiful coconut colored yarn. Oh, just loved the stuff I got in my mystery box. Oh, we love you too, Mishi. Well, hello. How are you doing, Naughty Knitting Sacks? I'm definitely gonna go check the shorts on your channel. I would love to see those. That would be absolutely cool to, because I love to sit in my room, and if it's even remotely starting to get dark, I do have light up hooks that I can use. Like if the power ever went out and I still wanted to crochet at night, I have light up hooks I can use. And a glow in the dark one would be absolutely so fun to play with. Oh, you're making bags. Cool. If you type craft in the chat, it will drop your channel. And if anybody that is here is not yet a family member, they can go and join you. absolutely about sharing, caring, everybody being family, friends. They have the glow in the dark ones, Tank. I have this one, but it just lights up for my diamond painting. So I mean, I can still work on diamond paintings even if I don't have power, because this one's pretty bright. I do love that one. I think it would be fun even if they did it just for a while, just to even play around with. I think it would be fun. I really do. Glow in the dark is amazing. I have yet to try glow in the dark yarn. I've seen it on Temu. I just, I just, I'm scared to try it, because what if it's not what they say it is? What if they say, you know, it glows for so and so long and then it really doesn't? If I made a scarf out of it for a kid and it started to glow, maybe they would freak out and get scared. I would feel terrible if I terrified a child over that. Yeah, I want to try it, but I'm scared to try it. Yeah, I got my lighted crochet hooks. I got a couple of these. They're pretty cool to work with in the night. You use a neck light? Yeah, it's got to be really bright. I mean, this would be okay to work with for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes if you lost power. But any more than that, I would have to probably do like Mishi and get one of those headlamp lights and use that, or a neck light. They hurt your neck, Mimi. Tank, you need one too? I do too. Aw, thank you, Norina, for spreading the love. I appreciate that. Oh, yours recharge? Mine, I would have to put a new battery in it. And it takes those little button batteries. I wished it was rechargeable. I'm gonna have to check into the rechargeable crochet ones. I think that would be a more suited fit than the battery ones. Well, I'm definitely gonna check into that for sure. Oh, without your magnifying one? Yeah. See, I think we're all very dedicated to our crafts. I mean, we go above and beyond to make sure we have extra hooks. We always have extra yarn on hand. Now we have our ways of, if the power goes out and we know it's going to stay out, well, we have all the stuff we need to be able to still crochet. We're never going to be where we're just sitting twiddling our thumbs because the power went out. We still have ways to work up our craft even if we lose power. Same with diamond paintings. If the power went out, I'm still good to go. I have my light up pen. I have a little light that I can just set up above it, and you just press a little button. It runs on batteries or off of a USB cord. Good to go. Mimi's the frogging queen this time. I'm not. There you go. Absolutely, Pebbles. You're on the hunt for Susan Bates. Check your local area marketplace, Mimi. I guess Amazon. I know Temu doesn't sell the Susan Bates. They just got their Temu cheapies, but I guess maybe eBay. Yeah, Joann's has them. I believe Michael's probably does. Any of your hobby stores probably would. Oh, you have a normal tabletop lamp that runs on batteries? I need to find one of those too. That would be awesome. You found the ergonomic ones on Amazon? Good. All right, guys, if you are not yet subscribed to the Facebook group, please do go join that. I would love to, even if you're watching the replay, leave your comments of what you guys would like to do next, either a shawl or a poncho. We're going to put the blanket on hold till late September, early October. That will give time for the weather to cool down, change a little bit. I do, Pebbles, have my community tab. I guess I could put up on my community tab too what you guys would rather do. You'll have all the rest of this week till Friday to vote on it, and then next week Monday we'll either start the half circle eyelet shawl or a poncho, whichever you guys would prefer to do. As I said, we'll put the blanket on hold till late September, early October. We can make that a Christmas blanket. So if you guys do want to join in on that, it will be a stitch sampler one. If you want to do it in Christmas colors, that gives you time to buy those Christmas colors that you want. If you don't want to do it in Christmas colors, you just want it for a blanket for your couch or your bed, you can do it in whatever colors, whatever weight you want. So we'll, like I said, we'll start that late September, early October. If that's something you guys want to do with me, please let me know that as well, so I can get a small swatch worked up. That way you guys can see what the stitches will be. I don't think they'll be in the same order I do the swatch in, but I'll give you an idea of what it will look like. Yes, you still have until next week, Wednesday, to post pictures of the Stitch Sampler Lap Blanket. Tank and I will be drawing a winner on Wednesday, the 31st. So you still have time. If you don't have it finished yet, you still have until next Wednesday. All pictures have got to be submitted by Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern. Tank and I will draw a winner by probably 3 Eastern time. So You still have time to put that up in the Facebook group to join. Tank is offering a furls hook and a surprise gift, and I am offering a 2 skeins of yarn. I think that's about all. The stitch sampler lap blanket that we just finished up last week, Rosalie. Anybody that did partake in that and made the blanket with us, you have until next Wednesday, noon Eastern, to get a picture of it up in my Facebook group. The link has been dropped for that. I believe somewhere it was. Put a picture up of it. Tank and I will draw a winner for that next week, Wednesday. Okay, Narina, thank you. And I'll put up on my community tab a vote for either the eyelet shawl or a simple poncho. You guys choose. We will start that next week. You'll have until Friday when I do my live at 11:30. This coming up Friday. We'll figure out which ones you guys want to do. We'll get supplies, everything ready, and we will start that next week, Monday. Other than that, guys, I think I have gotten all caught up. I will add the urban legends and most haunted places to this week's trivia. And I do look forward to doing that with you guys. Again, I apologize for not doing it last week. It was just a very busy week. And as I said, Saturday, I couldn't sit for 5 minutes. My legs hurt so bad, so. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay crafty, keep supporting each other and spreading the love. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining me today. I will see you guys all on the YouTube streets. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I love you. Bye.